Blessings, guys. So it's Sunday. Of course, it's almost the evening. I'm not sure. I think it's almost 6 where I'm living. And I was about to do a spell cast for somebody. I've been having a lot of requests for communication spells, and I just decided to go ahead and share this with you. Now, I don't always share all the videos because it depends on the situation. If I decide to share it, if I feel like the person's super blocked, I'd rather not share those. This is a pretty easy spell here. Anyone can do it. You can do it as well. So if you want someone to communicate with you desperately, this is the spell to do. You don't need a lot of stuff, guys. So I'm going to put the phone down now, and we're going to go over it together. Okay, so what you're going to need is you're going to need some thread. Okay, yarn. I'm using yarn right now. You can also use thread. It has to be red. All right, it has to be red and long. You're going to need a white taper candle. It doesn't have to be this long, but it's got to be at least somewhat long. You cannot use tea candles. You're also going to need a red candle, which I've already lit here. I'll tell you what to do right now. You're going to need cinnamon. You're going to need catnip and coffee and sugar. Now, that's all you need. I am adding a little bit more stuff because I have it available. But if you do not have this available, don't freak out. Don't worry about it. You can still do it with these basic ingredients that I've just told you. The two extra things that I'm adding here is going to be dominating essence. Dominating pheromones and a perfume. Now, I'm using this. It's mine. Just to show you guys, you can use your own perfume, all right? So this is what you're going to do. And it's very important that you follow my steps exact to get a good result. You could do this at any moon cycle. Best moon cycle would probably be a new moon or a waxing cycle. Right now we're in the waning moon phase, but it's still okay to do, okay? Because if you need a communication, you know what? If you need to do spell work, just do the spell work, and then just redo it when the new moon comes in if you still haven't seen any results. Okay, guys? Remember, you got to go in with a lot of faith. Okay, so what we're going to begin with here, you also need something to write with, okay? Like to sketch into the candle. I love to use my skewers. I'm looking over because I'm making dinner at the same time and I do not want to burn stuff. I'll be right back. Done. Dinner's done. Okay, so this is what you're gonna have to do, guys. We're gonna take our candle. Okay, the first thing I did here though is I have lit this red candle. You do need this red candle already lit before you start the ritual here. Okay, on this red candle you do not need to do what I did, but I am doing it because I want a fast result here. Here I wrote target's name from the wick down 10 times. It is a man, so I wrote it 10 times. Because men tend to be a little bit more hard-headed, we want to write it 10 times. Top to the bottom, all the way around. Even if I went around it and over it, it's all right. I then took some honey and I coated it from the top to the bottom, talking to their mind, body, and their spirit. And then I took the cinnamon and I did the same thing. And then I turn on the candle. Okay, so now that's here. That energy, we're going to bring the energy from the red candle. We're now going to take our white candle. On our white candle, let's now write target's name from the wick down. All right, let's get going here, guys. And now, you wrote it from the top down. Now we're going to turn the candle. And we want to do it like exactly the opposite side. So if he's on this side or she, going to go on this opposite side. And we're going to turn it. And we're going to now write your name. Make sure that's it. Your name exactly opposite. But this time from the bottom going up. All right? Okay, perfect. So we've done that now. Now this is what we're going to do. We're going to look for the target's name. This is when we're going to put your energy into it, guys. Start thinking about what you want to do with this person, okay? What you want this person to do. I left something here that I need. Where is it? It's right here. Okay. You're going to need a knife as well, guys. Okay. So let's start. Let's get our honey and begin to... It's hard to see this. I'm half blind already. So, okay. Here we go. Bring the honey down on the person and ask for exactly what you want. For them to communicate with you. For them to be uneasy and in tranquil spirit until they contact you. Now we're going to turn it over and we're going to do the same thing to where your name is, right? Do the same thing on that line. You don't have to over saturate with honey because your candle may go off if you over saturate with honey. Even cinnamon kind of tends to turn off. Perfect. There we go. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is going to go back to the target and we're going to take our cinnamon and we're going to sprinkle it on there. It's okay if it's not that much. It does not have to be so much. We're going to kind of work it in as well with our thought of what we want. All right. Communicate, my buddy. It's very cool. Communicate with what you want. Okay. Then we're going to take it and we're going to do the same thing on our name. All right. Same thing. Cinnamon. Let's just get the tissue here. Okay. Same thing. Cinnamon on our name, right? Guys, if you need to contact me, you can at my email, midnightwitch, WICH, 89@gmail.com. All right? Okay. So you have this right here. Okay. What are we going to do now? Okay. So now we're going to take our honey once again and we're going to apply honey to the two paths which have no marking on it. Okay. So now we're going to take our honey again and make a line all the way down. All the way down. Same thing on the opposite side. Top, all the way down. And this is an awesome, like, super, like, amazing ritual. It, like, works every time, guys. Every time. If you do it with faith, if you do it properly, and believe. There we go. Now, on those two paths, we're going to take our catnip and our coffee, and you can use regular coffee or instant coffee, but you need fresh coffee. You're not gonna use the leftovers. I mean, the ones that have been used. So now we're gonna add the coffee here on that honey. Coffee and catnip, guys. Coffee and catnip. Thinking of what we want to happen, focusing our energy on what we want to bring forth. Okay. Same thing on the opposite side. Catnip in our coffee. Catnip and coffee. Focusing what we want. There we go. So this is what it should look like, right? Two paths. There we go. Next step. So here you're going to have to be very careful, guys. Place your candle down. You need to have your little string ready. You're going to take a knife, right? A knife. And we're gently going to kind of slice 1, 2, and 3 slices onto the candle without going all the way through. So be very careful. You don't want to cut it all the way through. You just want to go around it like this. Not cutting through. Be very careful. There's 1, 2 could be here. You do not want to cut through the wick, just on the candle itself. I don't want to break it. I'm kind of turning it over as I'm doing it. And you need to do this after the ingredients are on. It's very important you do it after the ingredients are on. I'm gonna burn that knife a little bit to kind of get a little bit, there you go. Burning easier in there. Okay, see that? And then the third one is gonna be right over here. Let me get this knife nice and hot so it's easier for me. There is a reason for my madness, guys. Just be patient. It may look weird, but yeah. Once the candle burns down, guys, you take the remnants and you can throw it in your garden or in a flower bed or whatever. Okay, there it is. Got it. All right. We got that. Now, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're now going to take our string here. All right, we're going to lay down our candle. We're going to take our string and we're going to begin to wrap the candle. However, first off, on the first, so this is what it should look like, right? You see that? On the first cut that we did from the top going down, we're going to take our first one. We begin to enchant. First, we're going to say, come to me, and you state the name, come to me. You're going to make 3 knots. Out of 3. Okay, there we go. We're now going to take our thread or our yarn, and you're going to go around 1, 2, 3. We're going to get to the next one. We're going to do 3 circles in there saying the same thing. Mind, body, and spirit of, and you say your target's name. Come to me now. Call me now. Continue going all the way down. 1 and 2 and 3. And we're down to the last opening here. Let's go ahead and wrap it around 3 times. 1. There we go. That's what you're going to see here. Whatever is left, guys, just finish going around, round, and round, and round she goes. Right? You can stick it with honey. If it's not sticking, this one stuck pretty well. Now, we're going to take the fire from the red candle to light this. Envisioning what you want. Remember, we want communication. We want this person to be in tranquil until they communicate with us. So this is what we're thinking of. I'm going to go ahead and stick it here and let it burn down. So it's a bit crooked, but it's all right. Don't worry about that. All right, guys. You're going to let it burn all the way down along with the red because we're getting the energy from the red. Once it is burned down, Once it's burned down, you're going to take whatever is left, like I said, you know, put it in your garden, throw it in the front lawn, or if you have a house, it's easier like that. But if you don't, you can put it in, if you live in an apartment, you can put it in your flower bed or take it to the park and leave it somewhere. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember, whenever you do any kind of videos, any kind of casting, you want to really put your energy in there and really like be specific of what you want, and know that it's gonna happen. All right, guys, many blessings. I'll talk to y'all soon.